Thanks for joining us on Fox 54's Week in Review. I'm Kenesha Dees. Enterprising people is the theme that carries through our coverage this week, from the people giving us the biggest Ferris wheel in the state to new developments in safety for our military population. Here's North Alabama at its best from the week of March 10th through 16th. The 4th annual Big Old Ballpark Fair is happening right now. It's through Sunday of next week. Our Jasmine Bird takes us inside for all the fun.
So today I am at the Big Old Ballpark Fair, and I'm so excited because I'm the first in line to get on the biggest Ferris wheel in the state of Alabama. This is their grand opening, the debut, and let's hop on this ride.
We wanted to unveil this in such a growing and vibrant city as Madison and Huntsville. We thought this would be the best place to do it.
Promoter Keith Hamby says this is the third stop on their route this year. They travel 9 months out of the year to 7 different states.
We're not going to travel with this all over the country in our route. There's only select places that we're going to bring it, so it's a unique opportunity when you come out to Trash Panda Stadium to get to ride this.
Operations Manager Nick Siebert says this Ferris wheel is completely automated.
It completely runs itself, self-balancing, can detect any type of problems. It will stop itself, so it's very user-friendly, very safe.
And guess how long it took to put together?
Yes, 3 days we assembled it. 3 long days.
Hamby says they will be here through March 19th, and I decided to try one of the very many games you can expect to see when you arrive.
I get one more try here at the High Striker, so let's go. Reporting at the Big Old Ballpark Fair, Jasmine Bird, Fox 54 News.
Well, situational awareness for an aviator is the key to bringing them home safe, and a tech company, Elbit Systems of America's mission is providing solutions that optimize just that. Our Ken McCoy was at Huntsville International Airport and has the story.
Guys, we're having so much fun today testing out Elbit Systems of America's latest equipment, but the main goal of today is safety.
When you're miles in the air, the world around you can look a little different.
Helicopters, obviously very dangerous. They fly low constantly. They have a lot of obstacles and terrain that they need to be aware of.
Elbit Systems of America is a company that specializes in innovative solutions that protect and save lives like those of our nation's warfighters.
We're here for the warfighter. We are a DoD industry partner, just over 30 years. So we do everything from helmet-mounted displays, which you've seen today. So we're a very well-rounded organization for the Department of Defense.
Situational awareness is just one thing in the field that can mean life or death.
Before we had all of these different technologies and capabilities, we would really get overloaded easy, right? I'd be heads down, reading a paper map, trying to make sure that we're flying in the correct direction, make sure we're not hitting wires or things that could injure or kill the air crew.
And Elbit's innovative solutions allow clients to be more effective.
And now I could put that map away, look up and do the same thing while looking out for other aircraft that may be in the area. Now with UASs and different, increased congestion in the sky, being able to look out and making sure we don't hit any of these things in the air, it gives us additional security and awareness.
Now Sedona Meadows gives you a look at Elbit's latest gadget.
Here in Huntsville, Elbit Systems of America is testing out their new X-Sight system to hopefully make things safer as helicopter pilots fly in the sky.
We're flying the X-Sight helmet. It's a full-face monocular helmet. It's approximately 60 degrees wide by 30 degrees high. It's going to put an image on the visor.
The X-Sight visor is detachable and mounts on standard military helmets used by current helicopter pilots. And that image presented on the visor through symbols made by augmented reality.
It will develop a scene where all the trees, power lines, wires, buildings, those things come into play via the sensor package that's on the aircraft, and it gets depicted right in front of him so he knows if he's about to hit something, and there's a tactical awareness to it as well.
Eric Burke, also known as Delta with Elbit Systems of America, explains that helicopters are very dangerous.
They fly low constantly. They have a lot of obstacles and terrain that they need to be aware of. And using a full-face HMD helmet allows a pilot to be heads up, eyes out.
Other features allow the pilot to see possible landing zones, whether it's near or far, along with night vision capabilities.
You could also see where other air crew members are looking at through symbology. So if they're trying to tell you of a particular hazard or somewhere where you need to go, all you need to do is look inside your visor and you know exactly where he's talking about.
Burke says this new technology is geared towards the armed services pilots.
The entire, 47 community, the Black Hawk community, Apaches, all the Army aviators.
Huntsville being one of their biggest customers.
Huntsville Center of Army Aviation Excellence, they're going to be able to test the equipment out, make sure it's safe.
This project, 13 years in the making, will likely hit the fleet operationally in 2028. In the sky, above Huntsville, Sedona Meadows, Fox 54 News.
It's time to help protect and preserve Alabama's environment. Aaliyah is partnering with a statewide nonprofit to educate Alabamians and visitors in an effort to save lives, prevent damage, and keep Alabama beautiful. Securing loads may not be your first thought, but litter and debris can cause crashes, something this new campaign hopes to prevent.
A lot of people don't know that their debris that comes from vehicles, at the rate that it's falling from a vehicle, those speeds can kill or cause injuries. We're at 715 fatalities that contribute to a debris or cargo falling and hitting another vehicle, over 16,000 injuries, and just over 82,000 in total, just wrecks alone.
Alabama state law allows a fine up to $3,000 in community service for a misdemeanor littering offense. To learn more, head on over to fox54.com.
Now, the Valley's top teacher, sponsored by Calhoun Community College.
For one teacher's classroom in the city of Madison, music is where the magic happens. In fact, this teacher believes middle school is where band students get that first spark. Here's our Valley's top teacher from Discovery Middle School, Jenny Merritt.
Meet
Here we go.
band director Jenny Merritt.
1, 2, 3.
Add 6 more to her count and it'll be 9 years Merritt has orchestrated a band of middle school students.
Discovery is just the best of the best, and I'm excited that I get to work here every day.
And for Merritt, middle school is where the magic happens.
Well, middle school students, especially in band, you get to catch them when they first get that spark and that love for playing an instrument.
Her spark for band began for her while in school also.
When I was young, my father passed, and it really meant everything to me to have a community, to have a family, to have this really fun activity that I could be a part of, but it also taught me a lot.
Band's a fun activity that she takes on the road. In past years, Merritt's students have taken their talent to the home of the most happiest place on earth, Orlando.
It's just so much fun to see the kids just having a blast, but also really impressing people because they're really good, and band and choir just are really impressive.
It's very, very neat as the principal here to see her get this award and know that she works so hard every day and deserves it so much.
But Merritt knows playing music may not be forever.
Even if the kids don't continue in it, which many of mine do, but even if they don't, they really always, you get to see a little bit of growth and you get to see that spark at some point.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Merritt. Mark your calendars for April 19th. Merritt's band and the school chorus will compete in Orlando. Learn more about Merritt and nominated teacher at fox54.com. It's Women's History Month, and Fox 54 is highlighting some incredible leading ladies in our community. Our Sedona Meadows met with a boutique owner in Madison who's encouraging women to be bold and not afraid to go after what they want.
Melinda's just always encouraged us to just be ourselves and just get to know the customers, get to know the people that come in.
She's really taught me to do is just kind of find what you want to do and don't listen to other people. It's about what you want to do and just follow that.
Behind this pink door holds not just clothes, but encouragement to be bold, to be yourself, and to follow your dreams.
Being an entrepreneur runs in my blood, in my family, and I knew eventually one day I would get to there, just didn't know how soon.
Meet Melinda Sanders, the owner of Filthy Gorgeous on Main in historic downtown Madison, who left her corporate sales manager position during the pandemic to pursue what she always wanted to be, her own boss.
I decided then that I was never going to let anybody else dictate or, tell me what I can and cannot do in my life, and I said I was going to become my own boss that year. Although the pandemic was going strong, because this was in 2020, I wasn't going to let it stop me.
With her family's support, she was ready to take on this new chapter of her life.
My motto going into this was to step out on faith and be fearless.
They got the building in August of 2020 and opened in October that same year.
We were the new kids on the block, and I think everybody was still trying to digest the state that we were actually living in, and by the holidays being right around the corner, we were supported by the community. Online sales.
Sanders' mission from the start has been for customers to leave feeling filthy gorgeous. That means having classy and statement pieces with all different sizes and price tags, meant to bring accessibility for all women.
How confident do you feel when you have on the right outfit? We feel like we can take on the world, right? So I always try to make sure that when I'm picking out these pieces, I envision some of my customers in these pieces and how they're gonna smile, how they're gonna feel confident, and then of course get the compliments when they're out.
And with frequent new arrivals and new brands,
we don't reorder. So once we run out of those pieces, we're done.
But what's really unique is Sanders' relationship with her customers, her employees, and the community.
For all girls, I tell them to be bold. Because I have young ladies that work for me, I try to encourage them to be themselves, to love themselves, and find themselves. And then most definitely to educate themselves, because you all are the future.
I've learned so much, and I've always kind of been interested in owning my own business, so I get free classes from her essentially. And so it's been really fun.
She's always good towards us, just very understanding. She's got a lot going on, but she does it all.
Cultivating a vibrant, supportive, and empowering store is exactly what Sanders hoped for. And now that it's come to fruition,
it's very humbling, and it literally can bring tears to my eyes. So when ladies come in and tell me that they got X amount of compliments or how they feel wearing our stuff, like it literally can bring a tear to your eye, because sometimes you just don't know what you're doing. And you've got to figure it out.
Thank you for visiting Filthy Gorgeous. Hope to see you soon.
In downtown Madison, Sedona Meadows, Fox 54 News.
All right, mental health has become one of the top priorities here for leaders in Alabama, and soon residents in Madison will have a new resource and recovery center. EBSCO Industries has joined forces with Longleaf to build recovery and mental health wellness centers in 3 locations across Alabama. Colin Harris with Longleaf doesn't want this to be just another facility.
We were getting calls throughout the state, have had people travel to our facility here in Birmingham on a daily basis from as far as Tuscaloosa. One thing that we want to be in Madison, like we do here in Birmingham, not just be just another treatment center. We want to be as much of a resource for the community as possible.
Absolutely. Well, the new facility is set to begin construction in the spring. Jackson County Schools is making more room for women to work in construction. The district's special program giving high school girls an early start by getting hands-on. Our Jasmine Bird takes us to a site those young girls are building right now.
Today, I am in Scottsboro City, also known as Jackson County, and I'm super excited because, as you can see behind me, this is a construction site, and this is where they are building their new Chick-Fil-A right here on this site. And pink hard hat girls and women will also have the opportunity to build on sites just like this.
We are very excited to announce our newest program, and it's the pink hard hat girls and women in CTE construction and manufacturing programs.
Says Jackson County Mountain Lakes Director of Talent Development, Nancy Griggs. The program launched on March 2nd, and they currently have 60 students in the programs.
So our 10th, 11th, and 12th graders are currently in Jackson County and Scottsboro City Schools in these type programs. And so any and all that are interested in starting at Epcot or at Scottsboro City Schools in these type programs, they can be involved, and also women that are currently working in business and industry.
Next, we headed to Jackson County's new addition for the school system.
And this is where all of our students, pink hard hat girls, will be going to school, as well as others. And they've got academic, and they've got a theater on the end, and all of the CTE programs, and even more that we discussed earlier.
To learn more about the program, visit our website at FOX54.com. In Scottsboro, Jasmine Bird, Fox 54 News.
Since the death of George Floyd, many have been calling on law enforcement agencies to address the issue of police interaction in their communities. While some say interactions here in Huntsville are positive, there is still more work to be done. Our Ken McCoy has the story.
At the beginning of tonight's meeting, someone stated that sometimes certain conversations are difficult to have, and no conversation has been more difficult to have than the one on police interaction.
Here in Huntsville, overwhelmingly, our interactions between police and citizens are positive for the most part, and we want to see that continue.
Police interactions can be stressful for both the citizen and the officer.
So if you look across the country, there's tens of thousands of interactions between police and citizens on any given day. The majority of those are positive interactions, and it's only the small percentage, and unfortunately, the ones that make the news, and sometimes, for communities out there, building anxiety.
The Huntsville Police Citizen Advisory Council, along with the Huntsville Police Department, are ensuring residents know how to interact with the police.
So the public education meeting format that we have here is to help build that understanding for citizens that might want to know more on, hey, what are the do's and don'ts when they're interacting with a police officer, but also what are the responsibilities of the police officer with the citizen.
Many tips were shared, including a demonstration on being asked to step out of your vehicle.
I'm going to ask him to take his hand. I'm going to say, hey, put it on the pillow right here. And now I'm going to ask him to get out of his vehicle, step out of his vehicle. And as he stepped out, his hand's going to continue to be on the pillar, and then his other hand is going to go right here. He's going to be in an uncomfortable position, maybe off guard. All I want to do is just make sure a quick pat down, make sure that he have weapons against him.
But Russo said today was more about building community.
You get to meet, officers, get to see them, as a fellow citizen that has a family, fellow citizen that has children, lives in our community, also wants to see positive outcomes.
To get more from tonight's meeting, head over to our website at fox54.com. Here at North Huntsville Library, Ken McCoy, Fox 54 News.
Today was all about swinging for a cause at Huntsville Country Club course. Next Step Farms is an adult special needs day program located in the Harvest community, and the majority of funding from today's golf tournament will go toward building the barn on their property. Our Jasmine Bird takes us to the golf course.
Today, we are on the golf course, and I'm super excited because Next Step Farm, they are hosting a golf tournament.
And we are teaching daily living skills to adults 18 and older with cognitive disabilities.
Says Next Step Farms owner and CEO Robin Kramer. Kramer says they are teaching their clients how to live independently on a farm-based theme.
So everything you do to operate a farm, from meal planning to gardening to animal care to meal preparation to canning, our clients are doing. So there is not a skill that they are not exposed to.
Kramer says in Madison County, there are 21,000 individuals who live with some form of disability. And for those individuals, after they exit school at age 21, there are limited opportunities.
They're not going off to full-year schools. They're not even doing 2-year colleges. Many of them are sitting at home. And especially post-COVID time, what we're finding is our individuals have lost purpose. And there's one thing in life that every individual wants is they want purpose. And we're trying to give purpose back to this forgotten population. And one of the ways we're doing that is we have partnered with Wilson Lumber to host a golf tournament.
Next Step Farms clients Morgan Chico and Beth Allen say they are learning so much at Next Step Farms.
I'm learning to make biscotti by myself.
And what are some of the things we can, Beth?
We lot of things. We can pickles.
And what did we get the other day that we're gonna have on our farm, baby?
Chicks.
The popular retail giant JCPenney announces that its Young, Gifted, and Black Design Challenge is back again for its 3rd year. This challenge offers HBCU students to have their artwork celebrated and recognized on a national scale. The winning college student will receive a cash prize, dedicated mentorship from JCPenney leadership, and their winning designs featured on merchandise in stores and online.
The challenge has a prompt, has a design prompt, and the prompt is Black legacy. My Black is, and you fill in the blank with whatever you think that means to you. And that piece of artwork that you create could potentially go on some of the pieces that we have in our Black History Month collection for next year.
Pretty cool. For more information on the Young, Black, and Gifted Design Challenge, visit FOX54.com. Welcome back. Artists, musicians, bands, and more gathered around tonight at the quarterly music meetup. Our Nixon Norman was also at tonight's meeting. Nixon, you were able to speak to some local artists?
I sure did, Kenesha, and I also spoke with Mayor Tommy Battle and the city's very own music officer. It's hard to ignore the amount of growth taking place here in the Valley, even when it comes to the live music scene. But it's important to keep that live music scene local.
I think everyone deserves to be exposed to something different, you know, and who knows who the next big artist could be that comes from any city. So I think it's fair to give everyone a chance when they're prepared and they have something good and they're hard working, you know, because I don't know, some people even in this room, they have gems. We're all here to share our creativity, you know.
The Rocket City has become quite the place to perform live music, creating a vibrant music scene here.
Huntsville is a good town. It's thriving, #1 city in the country to live, right? So yeah, hopefully it'll expand for local bands music-wise too.
This is a college town, so a lot of people come from all over to come here. So every time I meet someone, who knows who's actually from here, you know what I mean? So this city already has a lot of diversity in it, and it's building a lot, so the music scene here can start really popping off. I'm really excited for it, to be honest.
Not only are the artists who perform here thriving, in turn, the local economy benefits from those live performances.
I think economically it just broadens the horizons of what all we have. When you look at it, if you have a thriving music industry, you need the buskers, you need the people, the sound techs, the light techs, you need the business people, you need the performers. So you put them all together and it just broadens the horizon of what we can do economically.
But when it comes to growing, folks don't want to see the music scene here grow too quickly.
Hopefully they won't forget the local bands, because we know the Orion's here, all of these big venues are coming in, they're getting all these big artists in town now. Just hopefully they'll remember that there's a lot of local musicians too that would love to get out and play.
That's why Huntsville will be a part of something both community and music related later this year, called Make Music Day.
We're going to be participating in Make Music Day, which is an international celebration of community music and gathering. It is basically a music festival where everybody's invited to participate on and off the stage, and a lot of stages around the city.
Another cool thing that's come out of the music scene here is just last year, Mayor Tommy Battle declared September Huntsville Music Month. This year will be the 2nd annual celebration.
46th annual Ellen McAnally Memorial St. Patrick's Day Parade took place in Huntsville today. And I must say, the crowd was big and spirited. Let's take a look.
What was once an 18-person parade in 1978 has now turned into a gathering of hundreds in downtown Huntsville for the 46th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. Organized by the Irish Society of North Alabama, paying tribute to the parade's founder, Ellen McAnally, who died in 2009. Over 90 groups participated in the parade, with an official pipe band leading the way.
To have the community come out and in a spirit of fellowship and fun is just always good.
Followed by a stop at St. Mary of the Visitation Catholic Church on Jefferson Street for the annual blessing of the parade, the Irish and American flags. Today's festivities proved to some Huntsville residents just how much the community has grown.
Camaraderie is insane. I mean, Huntsville is a very widespread city. It doesn't grow up like most big cities, but I think coming out here, you can see all the streets are closed off. Everybody's coming together. You don't really see this very often. So to me, the camaraderie is incredible.
There's a lot of different people over here, and there's a lot of great opportunities all together in the city.
For some, it's all about the time spent with their family and enjoying the weather.
I'm here today because I'm spending time with my sister, spring break. The thing I like about this is it's so nice out here.
And for others, it's about giving back.
A lot of folks are surprised that we were out here. We haven't done this, is only the second year we've done this. But we served over 100 hot dogs and over 60 hamburgers, and next year we'll probably double that.
From 18 people to hundreds, one thing is for certain, the community of Huntsville is here.
Have a good day. I love you, Granny, if you're watching this.
And with that look at Huntsville's early St. Patrick's Day Parade, that wraps up your Week in Review. I'm Kenesha Dees. Remember to check out FOX54.com and download our mobile app for more of our stories. From everyone here at Fox 54 News, have a safe St. Patty's Day weekend, and we'll see you next time.